Hi, I'm Linda Deer, and we're starting 2026 in 2 days from now. And let's see what the guides have to say about the new year. Yes, a very wonderful new year to begin again. What do you mean by begin again? Big changes are starting. Yes, you will be feeling them in big frequencies of fear that others will be very frightened of. Yes, you walk with us and will be feeling us whenever you need us. Yes, before you start to call on us, be very careful about energy you use because that will be the frequency you bring in. Okay, so what they're saying is when you sit and you're using your journal, you're probably not using this because this is more advanced. This is how you communicate with your guides. This is also how you communicate with your guides. Your journal writing that the guides and I developed together. So you would have a way to bypass the outer frequency that's going crazy and look within. And that's where your guides will show up for you. Okay. As you master this, you want to learn how to do it on command like I do here. That's next. But this is not first. All right. Bathe in wonderful frequency that brings us to you through your vibration of freedom, not fear. Yes, very soon you are turning a corner. Yes, you will be making a solid decision about this world of greed and develop a way to bring us in so you are always ready to act with big love and confidence that you are able to help. Help with what? When others are fearful and start to come to you before they go anywhere else. Yes, we are developing that with you now. So you are strong and doing what is necessary when needed. Before that work begins, you will have registered many writings in your journal so you have reference to your journey through your fears. Okay, so what they're saying with that is until you walk it, until you learn it, until you do the work, okay, when you do this, are you going to have the capacity to know exactly what others are going to need when they come to you when they're fearful? It probably starts with your family. It could be with your friends because a lot of times family just goes, you don't know what you're talking about, like they always do. But maybe this time, because we're getting closer to breakthroughs, let's put it that way, breakdowns, breakthroughs that are going to be challenging beyond anything that anybody's had to deal with before. Effect on them will be profound. You will be feeling their fears and turn them around before their fears control them. Yes, because you've already done it. You've already looked into your own fears and said, what? And followed these messages from these guides, from these beings, all right, to get you clear so you have access to them. Yes, a big frequency that will be coming through fast and sudden. A running frequency that will have no beginning or end. You will be tuned in at all times now. Okay, whoo. You are better than you think. You are worthy now. Turn off the news that will only draw you into their frequency, and that will defeat you. Okay, as far as knowing what's going on, what here's what I do. To just say turn off the news is not what I do. They say to do that, but I don't do that. I bounce through it. I look at it. I don't look at it like this. I look at it like this. I just bounce through it. I pop over it and I look at the different news stories and maybe I open them just for, I jump through the timeline. I don't get sucked into it just to see, get an overview of what's going on out in the world as far as what's being broadcasted. Doesn't mean it's true, but it's being broadcasted and most people are being overwhelmed with it. Okay. So when people come to you, you know why they're scared. You know what's freaking them out. That's why I put it out there and I just bounce through it. And I get the overview. I don't sit there drawn into it all day long like I'm addicted to it, like I actually believe everything they're saying. Definitely, that will be all you need. Yes. So they agree with what I'm doing. I've really never asked them about it, but I've just known, I felt it, especially with my clients. I've got to know what they're being attacked with. Okay, whether it's true or not, as long as the collective believes it's true, then it's true in their vibration. It's true, even though it's largely there to control you. Even when you think you are way ahead of them. You are not. You are vulnerable, just like everyone else. Okay, so just remember that. Again, this will clear up the fog, this journal. You'll find it in the show notes. This journal doesn't stand alone, by the way. Once you read through part one, you'll understand what I mean because there's parts of my website it takes you to. It's free, the parts it takes you to dive into the parts in part two, the 18 chapters of what happened way back there when you were a kid that causes you to react or restrict yourself or doubt yourself or get fearful. What is it? Where was it born from? And once you see what that is and you identify it, it just clears everything up. You see how you've been scammed. You probably won't see that. That's part two, where the 18 chapters are, until you start writing in part three, which is where you do your daily journal entries. And that's where you start to see the patterns showing up. Oh, I keep thinking that. I keep saying that. I keep doing that. I keep believing that. Where did that come from? Go back to part two, where the 18 chapters are, flip through them. And the first chapter is fear. The second chapter is ask. You learned these things when you first got here in your new body. Okay? Feeling this truth will free you. And once you have that, you have yourself back, and they can vibrate with you at any time you want. You're connected. You came here connected. You never would have come here without your guides and your connections. You would never have done that. Okay? Effort will be worth it when you follow this healing. Yeah, when you follow this healing, it's a healing that you're going through. Okay. Okay, so let's finish this up with the final message for 2026. Yes, a big year ahead, dealing with frequencies of all types. You will be there to work with us and help the ones who are ready. Okay, you'll see me doing these throughout the week with the guides, these. And meanwhile, have a happy new year. And I will see you next year, next Tuesday. Okay, bye bye.